Kelly here. Welcome back to my channel for another video. And in this video, I'm very excited to share with you my planner setup. Not sure what the 43 folder system is. I'm going to give you a quick rundown of that in this video as we go. But also, I'm going to link down to a video by Alexis, aka Miss Trenchcoat, who got me started on this whole 43 folder system. So she shows hers is set up, I believe she used an A5 sized Filofax. So you can see how she's got that set up in hers down there. But I've got it set up in a personal size planner because I actually take it with me everywhere. It's kind of like my on-the-go planner that I take with me because my Happy Planner is quite large, so it stays at home. And this little guy comes with me. So this is the new Recollections planner by Michaels, and I fell in love with it and knew that I needed to use it, and I was wanting to start incorporating the 43 folder system, so I thought maybe I could make it work in a personal size planner. So let's get right into it. I'll show you my whole planner setup, including the 43 folder system. And we'll kind of explain it as we go along. So the 43 folder system is a way of future planning. It's not really daily tasks or anything. It's just things that you need to keep on your radar coming up. So I'll show you how that works. So this is the Recollections planner by Michaels, and let's open this baby up and I'll show you how I've got her set up. So when we first open here, this is kind of my dashboard here. We'll start over here. I've just got a couple little binder clips there. I've got this really cute little fox paper clip that's from Hobby Lobby. A couple of these cute little gold paper clips. I love the coffee mug. And the little bows, those are also from Hobby Lobby. This little pink heart paper clip, I'm not sure where it's from. Might be from Staples, possibly from Staples. These I believe were from Target at one point. And then I've just got a quick little notepad. This is from the Target dollar spot. Little post-it notes. And I have quite a few post-it notes in here, and you'll see why as we get into the 43 folder system. And then back in this secretarial pocket, I just have these cute little journal cards that I thought it might be handy if I need to give them to someone as a quick note or a thank you note or anything like that, if I just want something kind of nice to give someone. So those are kind of in there, plus I like the aesthetic of the gold foil kind of sticking out. So then this is my dashboard. This clear divider here is actually one of the dividers that comes with this planner. So if we flip that open, this is my dashboard that I've created. It's actually a two-part dashboard. These little flamingos are a clear acetate that I've punched and put over top. And this is my gold pineapple dashboard, which is double-sided, so it's gold pineapples on the one side. And if you flip it over, it's pink glitter on the other side, because why not? So this is the dashboard here that I've got set up. I've got a couple more sticky notes here and some page flags. And I believe these were all at one point from the Target dollar spot as well. So this two-part dashboard here is actually going to be available in my shop, mintfoxstationery.com. If you'd like to get one for yourself, it comes with this little acetate flamingo, and then this double-sided dashboard is laminated, and it's very thick and sturdy, and it's got the gold foil pineapples and the pink sparkles on the back. So stay tuned. I will post an announcement on my Instagram, Mint Fox Stationery, when that is available. And I am working on having them available soon, as well as other fun dashboards for personal size planners. So, whoops, I kind of ripped that off there. Then we move into this little pocket. This is just, I just have some extra gold paper clips in there. You can see I've got lots of paper clips, lots of post-it flags. This is just, I believe it's for the day planner. I bought it at Staples. It's just like personal size day planner, and it's just a little pocket. So I just put some paper clips in there. This is also where I will put any loose papers that I need to keep track of that I'm afraid might fall out or something. This is actually an in-out box. I'm going to get to that in a minute. So let's get into the 43 folder system first. Then we move into the calendar, and again, this divider came with the Recollections planner, as well as all these monthly dividers here. Like this one is the July monthly divider that came with the planner as well. Now, before we go a little further, let's talk about the 43 folder system. So how the 43 folder system works is generally you had folders. It worked with file folders. So this is done in a way that it works with dividers instead of folders. So what you do with a 43 folder system is you have your 12 months for each month of the year, and then within the 12 months you have 30 days or 31 days for the month. So I've set it up differently, but how the 43 folder system generally works is you have your month, and then within your current month you have a folder for every day, and every day in that folder you have tasks that you have to complete that day, and whatnot, any receipts or ticket stubs, or any paperwork that you just need to keep track of. And what happens is you go through your days, and when you finished the month, you move all of those 31 separate folders into the next month, and you continue on. So it's a cyclical type system. You're always moving from your current month. Your current month is always up front. You move your current month to the back so that it comes up again, and you keep reusing your folders over and over and over. Now, obviously, the whole 43 folder system isn't going to work in this tiny little planner. So what I've done instead is I've done my monthly tabs here. Okay, so then I open it up. There's general notes here, but this never gets written on because you reuse it every time. So if I have any notes, that's why I have all these sticky notes and things and page flags and paper clips. I can literally just stick sticky notes, paper clip, pieces of paper, items, receipts, ticket stubs, anything that I need to keep track of for the month in general. So this is kind of like up front in general what's happening. And then, as you see, I've got my little bookmark here to the month of July. This is a printable that I've created, and it's just a blank monthly calendar, but it's a month on one page. And then on the back, I've got room for extra notes. Now this to-do paper just came with the planner, and I decided to put one in each month because it might be fun to keep track. I don't have anything written because I've just set this up in July, so it's kind of later into the month, so I've already got my to-dos worked out for the month, but I will start using this kind of more next month and in the future for any to-dos to write down for that month. So this is my month at a glance. I keep my little Ink Joy black pen here with me at all times, so if I know something's coming up, I can just jot it down. You can see I've got my doctor's appointments, any weekends where certain things are going on, and I do this for every month. So if you see, if I go here to, say, December, I've already got, obviously, New Year's Eve, Christmas Eve, and Christmas penciled in there, because that's when they're happening. But as news comes up with my family, if we're doing anything else for Christmas, I can just take my pen and write it on any of the certain days, so that I know when the time comes to use my Happy Planner and my other planners to plan out what's going on that month, what's going on that week. I can have a glance here and see what's going on. And since this little planner is with me all the time, I can easily write in things like if I make a new doctor's appointment, I can easily write it in on that day. So that being said, this is like your month at a glance thing. So then, instead of doing daily, because I really don't need daily folders, what I've done is I've done weekly folders. So I have 4 weeks, and what I will do is any week that I have something going on that I have paperwork for, I will just paper clip the paperwork to that folder. So instead of doing week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, which is kind of hard in my mind to keep track of, I've just run the dates. So the 1st to the 7th, the 8th to the 14th, the 15th to the 21st, and the 22nd to the 31st. Now obviously I may not use all of this. This may not be the exact range depending on the month, but it goes up to the 31 days So it's basically the last week of the month. So these are just 4x6 journal cards that I've laminated. I stuck a little tab on them and I numbered them before I laminated them. So now they're like a sturdy divider. So now if I have any paperwork, I can clip that to it. So how this works is I have my month set up at a glance, all my little things that I need to make sure I transfer into my happy planner and things when I'm planning. Just a running list of to-dos that I want to do. And again, this is more for future months. I'm just showing you July because it's the current one. But this is things like you'll have running to-dos for other things in September or October or whatnot. Just anything that you're thinking of doing that month, just jot it down. So then when it comes time to plan, you have a look here. You can see at a glance what you've got coming up. Anything that you want to make sure you include plans for later. And then you can go to your weekly. So what you do is when you're planning your week, you take a look at this. You see if you have anything clipped to it or stuck to it. And then you know that you have the paperwork with you for when you want to do that. So if I have a receipt for something that I want to return at the store, I know that it'll be clipped here. Or if I've booked a trip online, I've got all my itinerary will be clipped. And it's just based on whatever week. So I know that if I'm planning out the third week in July, I can go here and see if I have anything on the docket that I need to make sure I include in my weekly and daily plans. And then when July is over, all you do is you take all of these folders, which will now be empty since you've removed things as you use them or as you've planned with them, and you take them out and you put them into August. I'd put them behind the notes. So you just put them in here and then they're ready to go for the next month. So you never write on these dividers, you never write on them, and you never write on this divider. That's why I've made these little printables here. So I can write on this printable, and I've got my extra little to-do list there. So these are the only things that end up being disposable. So at the end of the year, when I'm setting up my planner again, these are the only things that I really need to replace, and then it's ready to go again. So it's like a constant reuse thing. If I acquire some paperwork or something that I don't have time to find the month and stick it at that time, what I do is I go back to this folder, and this is like my inbox and outbox folder. This is where I'll put anything coming in that I need to organize later. So if something comes in and I just don't have time to organize it later, it'll just go in there, and then I can deal with it when I have time. Same with this is kind of like my outbox. So if it's things that I've already dealt with in here, but it's something that I just can't throw away, I can just put it in there and then I can transfer it to the appropriate file folder or whatnot later on. So then I just repeat that cycle every month. I hope that makes sense. So you're always constantly taking these out and putting them into the next month, and then taking your month that you finished and putting it into the very back. So this July will go back here behind June, and then it's ready to come up again for the next year. So you can see I've got it from July all the way to December, and then January to June. So then July will go back here when I'm done, and then I know that at the end of the month I just have to replenish my little monthly insert, and I'm good to go all over again. So this monthly insert will be available on my shop, Mint Fox Stationery, as well. I just haven't uploaded it yet, so stay tuned. Again, I'm launching all this stuff for the personal planners very soon, so you'll have the monthly inserts. They'll be available as both digital and physical, and I will also have the physical dashboard available as well. So just stay tuned for that. And then at the very back here, after June, I've got another little divider. And again, this is just the divider that came with the planner. I've got another folder here from the Happy Planner again that I cut down just for any extra storage that I need. Then I've just got a little bit of extra paper. If I don't want to clip anything, if I want to just actually write something down, I can just write it down and then take it out and put it in the appropriate spot and throw it away after. Then this last divider, again, just came with a planner, and it's just kind of a guard against this paper getting kind of stuck under the rings when I close it. So it just keeps everything like nice and stiff. Then at the back, I've got a notepad just in case I need to write any more notes, or it's pretty notes that I can write and give someone or something. So this is actually from the Heidi Swap memory planner line. It's just the notebook, and what it is it's actually half of the notebook. So what I did is I found the halfway point and I used my X-Acto knife to cut across so that it cut through the glue, so that this all stays together. And then what I did was, if I can get to the bottom here, this is the back of it. It's like a cardboard. So all I did was, there was this little slit there. So all I did was I cut it down to size so that it would fit in here. And instead of having the whole notebook, that's why I cut it in half, so that it's not so thick. And you can see I cut it more on this side to make room for my pen so that it would fit. And then it just kind of fits kind of nice. I roll my pen this way and roll it over, and it just kind of fits nice and snug in there. And then if I use this all up, I've actually still got half the notebook left with the front cover that I can do the exact same thing with. So it's just in my extra little notepad, and it's just pretty paper, and it's double-sided. So if I want to use that for anything, I can, just extra notes. Like I said, this planner is with me on the go all the time. So I just want to make sure that I have everything I need if I need it. So I hope that makes sense. I hope you understand the 43 folder system. Mine isn't 43 folders, it's less than that, but I think it works for me because I just really need my weekly things at a go. I don't have that much loose paper that I need a separate folder for every day. And again, instead of folders, I'm just using these dividers, and that's why I've got all my paper clips and my sticky notes, so I can literally just stick things to them, clip things to them, and that way I have it and it's there. So I hope you've enjoyed. Again, you can check out Alexa's video if you want a more of an in-depth tutorial on what the 43 folder system is, but that's it in a gist. It's like a cyclical thing, system that you use for future planning, and it's a way to keep track of all the little things that you need to write down, things that maybe you're not doing right at this moment, but things that you need to not forget about. So that's what I use it for. I love having it with me with all my months here ready to go, so that if I need to write anything down, I can. It's right there, and that way I don't have to worry about it, and I know when the time comes to plan that certain month, I've already started keeping track of things that are going on that month, and I don't need to worry about missing anything. So this Recollections planner is actually a little bit wider than a standard personal size planner. That's why these are a little short, because I've sized these to fit a personal planner, and you can see the paper that came with the Recollections planner is a little thicker, so that's why it looks a bit smaller. But yeah, so this video is super long, but I hope that it was enjoyable, and that's how I have my Recollections planner from Michaels all set up. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you for the next video. Bye!